I was booked consistently. Disney, cruise ships, residencies overseas. On paper, I looked successful, but my bank account stressed the hell out. Because nobody tells you this. Booking work and being financially stable are not the same thing. I mean, I was making like $6K a month after taxes with no bills, no rent, no car note. And I thought I was balling. I was eating whatever I wanted, like every day, buying whatever I wanted, new games, new systems. If I felt like taking a random trip to Japan, we going to Japan. So in my mind, I made it. I cracked the code. And yet, my bank account still had me stressed. So I was on the highest paid contract of my life at this point. This was circa 2019, booked out to 2021, making almost $8K a month. So I had not a care in the world. In my mind, I was set. And then the pandemic hit. Everything started shutting down all of a sudden. Now I'm on a ship doing my show, and then they tell us you need to get off this stage and go home now. And if you don't go, you might be stuck out here indefinitely. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. This'll pass. I'll be back in a couple months. I didn't work for a year and a half. A year and a half. I had never been out of work that long in my life. And that's when it hit me. I looked at my money and there was nothing there. And in that moment, I realized something that messed me up. I was never really stable. I was what they call living paycheck to paycheck. Here's the problem. As performers, we're taught one thing: get booked. Get the gig, get the contract, get the callback, get the role. And once you do that, you think you're good. You think, I'm working, so I'm stable. But that's the lie, because booking is not stability. Booking just means you got paid once. Then what? You're right back at zero, waiting for the next yes, waiting for the next contract, or for somebody else to decide if or when you eat. And that's exactly what I was doing. I wasn't building anything. I wasn't saving intentionally or thinking long term. I was just going contract to contract, check to check. And as long as the checks were coming in, I thought I was good until they stopped. Oh, and it's not just me. I know exactly how this happens, because as performers, we're taught to chase the win, the callback, the contract, the role. And every time you get one, it feels like you're moving forward. It feels like you're building something, but you're not. You're just resetting. New contract, new check, same situation. And because the money comes in waves, you tell yourself, oh, I'm good. I'll figure it out later. I just need to stay booked. And as long as something is lined up, you don't question it. You don't slow down. You just keep going until one day there's nothing lined up. And now you're stuck trying to figure out how to survive. Off of a system, mind you, that was never meant to sustain you in the first place. And that's when I had to shift. I started treating my money like it had a job. Every check that came in had a purpose. I had to stop spending without intention, and I stopped assuming that the next contract was coming and started preparing like it wasn't. I had to go CSI on my money. Count it, separate it, and have intention with it. First thing, I had to learn how to count. And I don't mean just knowing how much money I made. I mean actually tracking it, watching it, measuring it. Because before, I wasn't counting anything. Money would come in and it would just go. I had virtually no awareness, no self-control, so I started small. I told myself, every time I get paid, I'm just putting $100 away. It was less about the amount and more about building the habit. Because here's the truth. If you can't save $100 consistently, you're not gonna magically save $10,000. That's not how it works. You have to build the muscle first. And once I started doing that, something shifted. I could actually see it growing. And once you see it growing, your brain starts to recognize what I'm doing is actually working. And once your brain sees that, it starts to work with you. You think twice before spending. You start protecting it, because now it's not just money. It's progress. Second thing, I had to separate my money, because before, everything was in one big account. My rent, my food, my savings, my emergency fund, all in the same place. So in my head, I thought I had money, but I didn't. What I had was unfettered access, and that is dangerous because when everything is in one place, your brain can't tell the difference between what you have and what you're allowed to use. So everything starts to feel like, oh, I could spend this, and then it all becomes a blur. No boundaries or clarity at all. And I had to fix that. I started separating everything, different accounts for different purposes, so that I could actually see what was what. Because if you can't see it, you can't control it. Third and final thing, I had to have intention with my money because just like your career, you need direction, right? Like you don't just wake up one day and book Hamilton. First you book Benny in a regional production of In the Heights. Then you go on an audition for Hamilton and they go, oh, you've done Benny? Let's try you for a George Washington cover. You build towards it. One role, one credit, one step at a time. It's the same exact thing with money. You have to decide, where am I trying to go? Do I want freedom? Do I want to be able to say no to jobs? Do I want to retire early? Do I want a family? And once you know that, your decisions start to change. You start checking yourself. Like, hold on, you said you wanted a family, so why are we booking our 4th trip out of the country this year? And now your money isn't random anymore. It's aligned with purpose. So if you're booked right now and you're still feeling stressed about money, it's not because you're not working hard enough. It's because nobody taught you how to build stability. And once you fix that, everything changes. You don't panic between contracts and you don't feel desperate for every audition. You don't feel like every no is life or death. You finally get to choose. And that's the real goal. Not just to be booked, but to be free.